Box office predictions brought to you by our friends at AMC Theatres. Every Friday, we try and predict our top movies of the weekend. And Josh, why don't we start with you? What are your top 5 box office numbered?
Okay, so we're gonna go. Obviously, Batman vs Superman stays at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna stay at number 1 until we get to Jungle Book, probably, right? Then Zootopia stays at 2. My Big Fat Greek Wedding at 3. Everybody wants some? Does that make it into the top 5? Don't look at me. Okay, God is Not Dead 2, because it's getting so many theaters, goes at 4. Everybody wants them at 5.
Okay, I'll go with similar to yours. Batman v Superman at number 1, Zootopia at number 2, Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 at 3, God's Not Dead at 4, and 5, though, I'll put Miracles from Heaven. I think that will still have a little staying power. Jason?
Mine is exactly like yours, except for my number 5, I would throw in Hardcore Henry, because I have hope that it'll barely eke into the top 5. But I'm more curious about what do we think is the amount? What is the amount Batman v Superman will make this weekend?
That's the more interesting question versus even opening weekend, right? Because opening weekend, everyone predicted anywhere between, let's say, 160 to, let's say, 200, and it made
166 is what Box Office Mojo says right now.
Okay. So it did pretty well. It didn't do as high as maybe some people thought, and it didn't do as bad as other people were predicting. But the second weekend is the big mystery. That's where we're like, okay, now is this movie going to have staying power? Is it going to have repeat viewings? We all know like some of the fans loved it, so they'll be seeing it again. Are the casual fans going to come back and watch it? What's your number?
Here's the interesting thing. Batman v Superman, this entire week, nobody has not stopped talking about it. Yes. There's been a new article, a new tweet, a new thing. So I actually think that some of the people that might have hated it are going to, I think, maybe give it a second viewing to be like, well, maybe I'm missing something here. I was steady in the middle on it. I would give it a B. I didn't think it was amazing, didn't think it was terrible. I'm actually going to see it again this weekend because I want to see it in IMAX. My number is 75. I think it's going to make 75 million this weekend.
Josh?
Yeah, I don't think that repeat business is going to be big. I'm going to go at 55 million. It could like creep towards 60, but I think 55 million is the number.
Okay, I'm going to go a little under yours. I think it's going to be like 72, 73 million, which I think all of us have. It's going to drop off more than 50%. That's what all three of us are saying, right? Which, we'll see how long. But worldwide it's doing great.
It's killing worldwide, yeah.
But we're just talking domestic.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go see it again in theater. I'm not going to spend the money, but I'm looking forward to seeing it on DVD, I guess.